Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our final week of English 101, the 7-week online asynchronous format. I'm your instructor, Todd Soul. Just wanted to drop a few comments to you via email and let you know that we only have 1 week left. Our course officially ends at 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday, August 17th. So we have a number of tasks to complete, and I'm going to talk a little bit about those too. But first of all, I want to talk about LE2. I received many essays that really don't even address the instructions. And so I'm concerned about probably 4 or 5 of those in the course. So I want to review the instructions to make sure you're addressing what you need to be addressing. Now, those essays that didn't quite fit, maybe some of them can be tweaked and still use some of the material you have. But again, let's look at the subject matter, which is analyzing a medium. So let's go to our weekly folder. So here we are in week 5 where we're talking about analysis, and you're going to be doing, or excuse me, you have done, if you follow directions, an analysis of one of these items here: website, posters, advocacy posters, photographs, editorials, essays, videos. I've thrown into that ads as well, because ads are obviously, photo-based or video-based, so you can also do advertisements. Even posters. I've got one student doing posters. They don't have to be movie posters. These were World War I propaganda posters from the United States. So I'm pretty flexible with these. However, I had some essays that don't really address any of these, and that's an important thing that you'll need to go back and deal with before you submit your final. It does need to be a minimum of 3 full pages of text, no more than 4, please. And then 3 to 4 GRCC database sources must be cited in the text and correctly in your MLA. Now, this time you can use any GRCC sources, not just academic one file. Just a reminder, use the citation tool, makes making that works cited page a lot easier. Once you submit it here to me, of course, it will go into a peer group, and those peer groups are already open. So take a good look at your essay. Remember how I always talk about bookending your essay? So you read the instructions at the beginning, you write your essay, and then you read the instructions at the very end so that you've made sure you follow the instructions. Some of you didn't give me very much to work with, so I'm a little worried about how the finals will go. I would recommend that you get at least another set of eyes, and perhaps even the GRCC Language Arts Center. I forwarded a message from them last week, and they're happy to help, but they are very, very busy this time of year, as you might expect, as a short course wraps up. So if you're going to schedule that, I would do it immediately, because you won't be able to meet with them probably for a day or two, given the semester schedule. I also want to talk about our final tasks. And then before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about comments. Please read my comments. I'm afraid that some of you are not doing that. And remember, it's the only way I can communicate with you. And what I have to say is often very, very important to your success. And, if I were in class, I usually walk around and look over shoulders and answer questions that way. But given our medium right now and what it's even looking like in the fall, we're all going to be masking again, it looks like. It makes that job a little bit more difficult if students aren't reading the comments. So please, please read my comments. If you have questions, of course, then send me an email as soon as you can, and I can elaborate or explain if it's something you don't understand. But let's look at some of our final tasks. So I'm going to go into our final week here, week 7. One of the major tasks, really the major task other than peer letters and submitting your LE2 final, is what we call the cover letter and portfolio. Now, there are a couple of resources that made this process a little bit easier. So think of the portfolio as kind of a self-evaluation. You're going to look back at your writing over the course and highlight some pieces, comment on them. You'll do that in a letter, and then you'll actually attach all the pieces. You must use this portfolio template. That is a requirement from the department. There's a guide to using it, but probably even more helpful is the rubric and this video here, so you know how you're scored on this. This little helpful video from Professor Mursalata Muhammad kind of walks you through why the English department requires this. It does not go just to me, it does go to the department. Now, here's the nice part though. It does count for 20% of a student's grade, and that is a substantial amount. So even though it's the last thing you're doing and you might lose some steam, if you do an effective or very effective job, this can have a positive impact on your grade, which you want it to, of course. And so we don't have an exam in this class. We do have the final essay, of course. But the nice thing about the portfolio is it's really about being thorough and careful and revising your writing. It's not like you can answer anything wrong. You just need to support it. And again, when you look through the materials, you'll see how to do all that. Just one more thing to look at. So this is actually the link to submit your portfolio. It is due by the end of the day on Tuesday, August 17. Just want to look at our turn-in days. Well, let me get there. We go. And you'll see there's really nothing scheduled in our turn-in days except for the MLA research essay. And again, I didn't want to put a separate link in here for the portfolio. It just says go back and to week 7 and submit it here. Again, these are firm deadlines. Anything received after that, I cannot give credit to. I will probably send out at least one more video this week. I'm just starting looking at MLA first drafts, MLA research essay first drafts, and we'll be passing along comments. I hope to have those back, excuse me, by Thursday. They do take me a little bit more time to read. So look forward to that in hopefully Thursday. It might go as late as Friday, but I think I can manage it by Thursday. So look for that message as well. So stay tuned. We're almost across the finish line with a few things to do yet. And I wish you the best of success. And if you have questions, please let me know as soon as possible. Take care, everyone.